just keep it holstered.
Okay. Hello.
Awaiting your orders, Captain.
Engines firing. Here we go. Orbital pattern locked in.
Security cares far more about what you take with you when you leave Neon than the effort to make this place livable is astounding. There's no end to what can be accomplished when there are credits to be made.
Sniffers picked up the Aurora.
Ryujin Industries is bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
There is little question that Ryujin has some influence here in Neon. I wonder how Mr. Bain feels about it.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
You should take his words to heart.
Rookies.
With an attitude like that, at least I know we will not be bored.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free. This is Neon. There are no guarantees, and who I find trustworthy changes on a daily basis. Talk to him or don't, it's your call. Stay out of people's business until you can. Be willing to let the small stuff slide. Don't break up a fight unless it's getting out of hand. Most of all, don't assume that badge will protect you. Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard of her. Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction. Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well. Of course, Neon's full of desperate people who have nowhere else to turn. For some, it's the drugs, for others, it's gambling. There are a lot of ways to lose everything in this city. My rule is simple. If someone brought it on themselves, I don't get involved. From what I've seen, people who learn from their mistakes are not common. Come on. That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's hesitation. Hostages or not. There are two things you don't do in Neon. One, you don't mess with Bayou's money, and two, you don't take Aurora off-world. I need to impress that upon you. Because the fact that you think justice is absolute concerns me, Deputy. It's never that simple. Justice can mean different things to different people, and laws can be interpreted. Got a second?
What? Oh, shoot. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Check. Far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need? Right out of the factory? Damn, that's pretty impressive. Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. Know what I mean?
Everything in Neon has a price.
Credits ain't really what I need. There's something you can do for me.
If you ask me, there are better uses for credits.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right?
Please, just hear me out, okay? I need to know I can count on you.
Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
An all too familiar story in this city.
Yeah, but I never thought I'd be part of one of those stories. Did my best to stay out of trouble, but... found me anyway.
The only one that matters around here. The Seoka Syndicate. They pretty much run the city. That being said, rumor has it that Emmett Goodman is on the outs, so they might not miss him much if he were to disappear. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. The place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property. As long as you behave yourself and don't overstay your welcome, I don't see the harm in a quick visit. Here, this will get you in.
Something I can do for you, friend. Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you? Oh, it's just a modest enterprise, really. You could call me an importer and exporter. Inherited the trade from my daddy. But I'm sure you ain't here about my business. It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
I do not find that very amusing.
Now that's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms. including collection from family on the event of his passing. It ain't my fault he dragged Billy into it, but make no mistake, that's exactly what he did. What's your stake in this anyway? If you think I'm afraid of some loudmouth deputy, you've got a lot to learn. Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it. Well, that ain't wrong. That is true. Seems to me like you're alone. You come walking. Maybe it's time.
We need to back off!
Open fire. Seems we are clear.
Someone kill this scumbag! Lay down some cover fire! Avenge their death!
They should. Best not to leave anything useful behind.
is insane!
Oh, finished! I'm out!
This is bad. This is so bad.
I'm not sure how much longer I can survive this.
So what do you say? Are you ready to feel? Euphoria.
Jump, jump, jump. Choose your jump.
I've seen them at least 3 times now. They hit the bars. Did you talk to Goodman? I didn't mean to put you in harm's way. I was hoping he'd come around when he saw you were a Freestar Ranger deputy.
Took me about a week on the job to learn that doesn't usually work around here.
Okay, time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. She's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
has got its eyes on Saburo Akadiko. That guy's trouble for the status quo.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double to go and rate.
Excuse me.
All right. It's a move.
A Freestar Ranger, and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Well, I'm sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it. That remains to be seen. I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right? All right. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay? Look, they didn't tell me what they were gonna do. How was I supposed to know they were gonna go after some farmer?
You should have asked when you took the contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. I do want to make things right. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. No, but it sounded serious. She was upset. Seemed kind of shaken, you know? Didn't seem right I should pry, so I didn't. Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. It tends to make people uncomfortable. You serious? Take your pick. Money, reputation, the thrill of it. All good reasons. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me. Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you, he's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Bankrolling the First must take a lot of money. I'm sure he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
Nothing, really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it. Yeah, sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go. Hey, you don't need to tell me twice.
Pardon?
Yeah?
Nothing like a velocity after a rough shift I've seen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. Sure. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart. You can't blame a fella for trying, right?
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here. Achieving orbit now.
That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at Aquila City.
newest deputy. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? What? You serious? Well, that's a first. I guess not everyone likes to have a good time. Speaking of which, on to business. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful? Oh, come to daddy, my sweet little mystery slate. I see lots of coffee and late nights ahead. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie.
Not everyone gets to say they work at the Rock.
I need a word. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but that's all it is, a start. What did you learn from this starship thief? Now we're getting somewhere. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. Like what? Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the First. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
I'm proud to be helping the Freestar Rangers.
If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper level.
Just let me drink in peace.
The Settled Systems News Network. News you can trust.
I don't do payment. Sure, Laredo makes some good guns, but if you want to, you seem all right. Here's my selection.
Take a look around. Everyone needs supplies. Well, all kinds of things. What are you looking for?
Worry, those walls are solid.
Perhaps an extra long rest after dealing with this gravity